This is the brand new match ball for the Premier League 26-27 season. Every single goal in England's top flight will be scored with this ball, but is it good enough?
We are going to be putting it through 5 simple tests to see if it is up to the demands of the Premier League. And what's first?
Before we do the test, I think it's only fair if we talk about the actual looks of the ball itself.
It's beautiful. Look at it.
I think the panelling looks great, the colours look great. I am slightly disappointed because I'm so used to Nike balls.
Puma.
It's hard to get used to that, but overall, it's one of my favourites. The grooves look ridiculous.
There's something about this ball that feels different. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but these little indentations, I don't know if they're going to affect the flight of the ball, but they feel nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's test it. Okay, so what are the 5 tests?
Number 1 is shooting power. This is exciting. Puma's new design boasts that the construction of the panels allows for more balanced airflow whilst in the air.
Okay, so that should mean then that power shooting and long distance passes fly truer in the air and allow for more precision.
Funny you should say that. That's what it says here.
Oh.
First up is long shots. We're testing speed, accuracy, and how well it comes off the boot. I want to see a little bit of movement on this. Let's try and get it first time.
Miller, lovely cushion header.
It moves, but not more than I would say a normal ball. Second one is curve.
Elite finishes in the Premier League often use finesse, so they're going to need to utilise the grooves in the ball and the embossing on the surface of the ball to really maximise that spin with accuracy.
I've got a regular Champions League ball and I've got the brand new Premier League ball. What is the curve like on the brand new ball compared to the old Champions League ball? Seems fairly easy to get that spinning with the old ball. Does this one have a bit more movement? It feels like it. It comes off nicely and it tends to move right at the end. I think this is going to be a real problem for goalkeepers in the Premier League next season. Brand, what about passing?
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because teams are obviously increasingly comfortable keeping possession. So short and long range passing is obviously important.
How did it come off the boot? How does it feel? Feels pretty smooth, I'm not going to lie.
And the first touch is decent.
And the next one is the Premier League's hoodoo. The most controversial aspect of the Premier League last season and what Arsenal capitalised on the most, corners. The truer flight should, in theory, mean better precision. How does it fly? Can the keeper read it?
Oh! I messed up the header, Vince, but how did you feel about the flight?
The flight was alright, but the power, completely misjudged the power. It went pretty far, pretty quickly, so just want to keep an eye on. Try one more. And I want to float it over the keeper's head. See how easy it is to float those long floaty corners.
Now I struggle with the flight of that twice.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick, to be honest. 1 minute it's on top of you, the next minute it's past you.
Look really curvy and pacey, which is a good thing for shots, not for keepers. And finally, the first touch. If this ball's too lively, then it's going to be pinging off players left, right and centre. If it's too dead, they're going to have to adapt to receive the ball on any occasion. So it's only fair that I fire some balls into Alex and see how he deals with them.
And it's just a reminder, we are 2 bang average footballers.
We really are. I want to see how easy it is for him to control the ball, if there's any bounce off. See how he does. Feels good.
And then put one in the air for me.
Got this on lock.
I'm feeling it.
So that is a full afternoon in the blazing sun with the new Premier League ball. Did it test us or did we test it?
I think we tested it. I think there's something about this shape and there's something about the feel of it. And until you get it, you probably won't realise, but these divots make a difference.
Well, it's interesting you say that. Let's go through it. Shot power, what are you giving it out of 10?
I do feel like when it comes off your foot, it does stay hit. It stays pretty level.
That movement then, it was aerodynamic. I have to give it that. I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for that.
I'm going to go 9 out of 10. I like it.
Curve, panels, the grooves, it's all engineered for maximum spin. Did you feel that?
I felt a bit of spin, I'm not going to lie, and I do think next season it's a big problem for goalkeepers because the way it starts out and the way it finishes is very, very different.
So what are you giving the curve rating?
I'm going to give it a solid 9.3. I felt that curve straight off the foot.
This is flying out the blocks, this ball. Are Arsenal going to benefit from this ball with their set pieces?
I think the amount of detail, the attention to detail Arsenal put into their set pieces, I think they'll be looking at that ball and thinking, we can do something, we can take advantage of this.
Okay, what rating are you giving it?
I'll give it a solid 9.1.
Wow, that is high praise for that. The passing. We did a few short ones with the first touch. Long range passing, how's it get on?
I like it for long range passing, but the fact that it is a little bit unpredictable once it gets to its desired destination, that's going to affect players because they're going to see the ball coming in and that slight movement can set them off a little bit and that first touch might go. I felt very comfortable with it, but with the power and the pace that the Premier League players play at, I don't know if it's going to work for them.
Because they're going to fizz it in, aren't they?
They really are.
All right, rate it.
I'm going to give that a 7.4.
With those fizz passes, long or short, it's the first touch.
Yeah, I mean, look, it could be a problem with first touch. It could be a problem with long range passing because being accurate with it is difficult. But I think as long as you've got an elite first touch, which me and you just don't.
I thought you did brilliantly.
Look, the Premier League is a different level. The ball's coming a lot faster. It's coming a lot harder. I think they'll have a bit of a problem, but I think they'll work it out. I'm going to give it 7.4 there.
So overall, taking everything into account, bearing in mind we're reviewing this for the people at home who might be buying this ball to play down the field with their mates, use it in match sort of scenarios. What are you giving it overall?
If you're using it with your mates, I think it's a really fun ball. I think it's a great ball to have a mess around with because it feels nice off your foot. It feels soft and it does get that movement. So you and your mates are going to score loads of crazy goals. If I'm judging it based off that, high 9.5. If I'm judging it off in the Premier League, how it's going to perform, I think there could be some problems, 7.8.
I don't know if I agree. I think there's going to be some belting goals scored by a lot of players this season. Keepers are going to struggle with that, but it remains to be seen. It is going to be used in the very first game in August, throughout the season, and I can't wait for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Listen up, yeah, go voices Run that shit.